earthquakes that are happening. Hello, fellow sniffers. My name is Jenna, and I am Marlene's sister, if you don't know me. If you're new to this channel, we are a bird-loving channel. We promote engage, not cage, which means we engage our birds, not keep them caged. This is going to be a little bit of a rough video, not cut as well as usually our videos are. And this is because if you haven't heard, in California, there are earthquakes that are happening. Not right in Los Angeles, but we're definitely feeling a magnitude of 3 and 4, and there's talk that they're going to be stronger and there's going to be more. 50% chance that there's going to be a 6 magnitude earthquake in the next 7 days, and 11% chance that it's going to be a 7.0 magnitude earthquake in the next 7 days as well. So that brings us to bird safety. There's definitely a lot going around about how to keep yourself safe, but our next priority is keeping our birds safe. There's not much on the internet, so these are just things that tips more likely that could help during an earthquake, and we're hoping that it doesn't happen first off, but if it does happen, these steps are going to prevent our birds from getting injured or harmed or too overwhelmed. So first thing that we have on our list is minimal objects in the cage. Obviously keep the food bowls and the waters in the cage, but if there's a toy that swings too abruptly or it's big. So right now I'm pulling out this mirror toy that Jersey has in her cage because it's kind of bulky. This could definitely be something that could hurt her. Another good thing is to take out the toy and check it out and be like, well, maybe you know what? This is too old now, and besides the earthquake, maybe it's time to replace it. So yeah, I'm gonna remove these 2 toys. And if there's any kind of toy that has long strings or ropes on it or something that they can easily get tangled in like a net, we remove that in case they flap or their little nails get caught in it. Once the earthquake is over, you want them to calm down. You don't want them to realize like, now I'm caught and I'm flapping around and I'm getting nervous, because that could really scare them. It's not fun for them, especially since we have a few birds. If that happened to 3 or 4 of them, that's going to be chaotic for us right after an earthquake or even during an earthquake. Make sure your toys are good, but also I think it is good to have 1 toy in case they need to chew on something right after. Just make sure it's not heavy, doesn't have a lot of branches, something they definitely can tear and not get caught on. The next thing is close off all the walls of a cage. So we have this thing here. Usually people have like a slider under here that we layer, so if there's seeds or droppings on it, you can change it. But unfortunately, on this cage right now, we don't have it. In a few of our cages, we don't have them. So what we're gonna do is layer something over it, so if anything falls on it, it's not going to touch the bird. What also we're going to try to do is put a blanket over this as well, so if something does fall again, maybe it's not going to cause this very scary noise for them. This will somewhat be protective. What we're going to do is put a blanket over it, because 1, it'll be a little bit more protective, and then 2, hopefully it'll somehow catch the noise. I don't even know if that makes sense, but this is gonna be our experiment. I mean, still gonna do it, but it's not gonna be as bad as... It somewhat takes out the echo a bit. That's what we're gonna try to do. Right, little Jersey? This is for, we have a few layers going this way and then a layer going that way. And so we put it like this just so like it's not going to fly out. It can catch into here. It's not always going to fall.
Yeah, and this is like on the fly type stuff.
Yeah, this is not something that is proven to work. This is not something I read online. This is just my own thoughts that I thought would be helpful. I think personally the safest place for a bird during an earthquake, that is an earthquake, I'm not saying any other natural disaster, is the cage, just because worried about movement, better for her to hit the cage than hit something else or something falling on her. Because our cage is pretty sturdy, you know? It should hold them up. Honestly, I should get in the cage.
Yeah.
During the earthquake. Right? Hi. Go in there with you. So yeah, if your cage is big enough, you want to hop on in there with your bird. It'd be fun. Hi. And then another thing is obviously have our bird cage covers that's going to keep any little particles coming in. It's also going to keep it shaded and dark so everything's calm. On that note, maybe dim the lights around them. Put on some music if there's a way for you guys to have music on that's going to be very calming for your bird. Vinny agrees with all of this as well. Also, this is very important. We're gonna move this cage. We're moving Jersey's cage and Vinny's cage and probably majority of our birds' cages. Put them in an area where there's no windows because a lot of glass can shatter everywhere and that's unsafe not only for your birds and your pets, but also for you. So stay away from windows, and we're gonna probably move Jersey's cage and other cages more central to the room so nothing comes on them or hurts them or flies in them or they swallow something. Unfortunately, these are very scary circumstances and I just want to plan for the worst rather than not. The other thing is keep away from gas lines, or you know where they are in your house. Best keep them away from the kitchen and any fireplaces that you may have. For emergencies, post earthquake, make sure you have the cages, like travel cages, right next to them. Since we have so many birds, I think what we're gonna do is have each of their travel cages right next to their cage. So it's gonna be a simple out and then right back in. Tips for if your bird gets nervous, maybe have a towel nearby. If they're gonna bite you because they're a little bit nervous, you can wrap it around your hand, do a quick thing. Most birds tend to be very loving and scared in that moment, so they'll wanna step up, and hopefully your bird does that for you. Make sure you have food and water somehow. Maybe get water bottles, maybe get gallons of water together so you can put in your car, and food where it's like, okay, I have 2 boxes full of food, and you can put it in your truck, you can put it in your car, you can give it to a friend, whatever you need to do. And then I guess the most important thing, number 10 on our list, is make sure you keep yourself safe, because if you're not safe, there is no one protecting your birds other than you. So make sure you stand in the doorway that you need to stand in, or you go outside. Any tips that you see online, or maybe you're an experienced earthquaker, I'm sorry for that, but use your knowledge and what you've learned, and put down in your comments if you have been in an earthquake and you have had a bird. Knowledge is power, so if we could be a community like we are on Parrot Station. Vinny, I am talking here. Are you okay now? Yeah, so on that note, make sure you comment anything helpful. Maybe I forgot something and you want me to know, that'd be so helpful. Maybe I forgot something and you want the rest of the world to know, that's awesome. Share it on your Facebook, share it on Parrot Station, comment below. And one last thing, just be safe, be on top of things. Better safe than sorry. So we're gonna go ahead for the night. We're gonna get our birds situated because it could happen in the middle of the night, and if it does, at least our birds are prepared. I hope this is helpful. Our videos are usually way more fun and entertaining than this. So if this is your first time here, please like, comment, follow, give us a thumbs up. Anything of that sort would be really helpful and keep you informed of bird stuff and pet stuff. Everyone be safe. Love you. Bye. No, listen. Whisper. Do you want to whisper for YouTube? You want to do a proud bird for me? Do a proud bird. That's so beautiful.